here. So happy to have you. I am doing my best of everything 2015 because I'm going to do beauty related products, obviously. But then I thought it would also be fun to throw in just like my favorite things of 2015. So that would include like fitness stuff, obviously like hair care, random lifestyle type things. So the last time I did that with a favorites video, you guys seemed to really enjoy it, so I thought that I would throw some of those things in here as well. I don't know how long this is going to be, so this may be a two-parter, so I may just cut it down the middle and then put it into two parts, just in case you don't have the time to sit down and watch a 45-minute video. So I hope you guys had an awesome 2015, and I hope that your 2016 is starting off right. Just a real quick thing before I get into all those materialistic things. I just had an awesome 2015, and thank you guys for being so cool about me like coming and going as I kind of please. I had a very busy 2015 and a lot of things happened, but you know, it just ended so well. Everything just really worked out, and I think that's something that I kind of have to always think about. I'm very much like a planner. I want to know what's going to happen next, and I want to know for sure that it's happening, but I realize that when you kind of just like let things happen and you work hard for the goals that you have for yourself, it will happen. You just have to give it time and have patience. So if you guys don't know, in 2015 this is a whole nother video, but I got my bachelor's degree, went back and got my master's degree, and worked in the corporate environment for about 5 years. And I was making great money, especially for somebody who was so young at the time. I mean, I was doing very, very well for myself, but inside I wasn't happy with what I was doing. So I decided to go back to school and get my teaching credential, which I got that in Southern California here. And I went through that. It was a difficult program because you couldn't work when you were going through that program, and so it was hard. I mean, financially it was difficult. But then right when I was done, I was blessed enough to get a job as a teacher, and so now I'm teaching 3rd grade, and all of that happened in 2015, and so it was a very, very big milestone of a year for me. And like I said, it was very difficult, but I'm so glad that it all happened. And yeah, so I just cannot wait to see what 2016 holds for us. Ricky and I have started house hunting, so that's been taking up most of our weekends for the last, I don't know, month or so. And again, it's all about having patience and just knowing that everything will work out. But yeah, again, I'm very excited for what's to come in 2016, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. And I hope that you guys have that same feeling as well. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and get started with some fun stuff here. Okay, I had to take off my nail polish because it was so chipped and it was just disgusting. But where was I? Oh, in 2015, I feel like I really didn't buy as much like the quantity of makeup that I did in 2014. But at the same time, I feel like the quality of the stuff that I did find and did purchase in 2015 is just like epic. So first things first, and this will probably not be a surprise to some of you who have been on my channel more recently, these are the Viseart palettes. Now, I did not know matte shadows until I met these. I mean, they are so pigmented, so creamy. They literally blend themselves on your eyes. I mean, they are just out of this world amazing. I mean, this is the dark mattes, and then the other one that I have is the neutral mattes. Obviously, they are all matte shadows, and I've been really wearing more matte shadows recently. I do have like Makeup Geek Grandstand on my eyelid right now. That's like the shiny part, but all of the other shadows that I have on my eyes right now are the Viseart palettes, one or the other. I kind of dipped into both of them today, but these, they're expensive. I know, like, trust me, I know they are expensive, but honestly, since I've purchased these two, I have not used really any other shadows as far as matte shades are concerned. I mean, these are just amazing. I like this palette because it complements this one really well. Like, this one is the one you wear all the time, and then you can kind of pick and choose from this palette here. You know, I want to do a more of like a red tone, warm eye, or I want to do a cool tone, or I want to do purple. I mean, they just go together really well, like peanut butter and jelly. So I've just been in love with these. My New Year's Eve look, I use this palette, and like I said, I've just been using them ever since. They last on your lids as well. I do have some Makeup Geek shadows, and although I love Makeup Geek as a brand overall, there are some of their shadows just don't last on my eyelids at all, but these, they last all day, and I can't say enough good things about them. Love. Okay, something else that I purchased this year, and that's another thing too, I tried to only limit it to the things that I purchased this year. There may be a couple things in here that I got last year, but I just couldn't help but mention them again. So this is one of them. This is the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder Highlight 01. I'm sure that I've talked about this before on my channel because I use it all the time. This is obviously a Laura Mercier highlighter, but it's like a nice champagne color, and I mean, it is just beautiful. It's very, very, very finely milled, extremely finely milled, so much so that I don't ever feel like it emphasizes pores. I gotta be honest, I love Becca highlighters because they are just so intense. However, I do feel like some of them, like if you just bring them a little bit too low here, they will emphasize my pores on my cheeks. This one never does. It's so finely milled, it lasts a long time, it just gives you like a nice glow. It works perfectly with my skin tone. I'm not wearing it today, unfortunately, but I have used it in multiple videos, and I just find this to be, it is the best highlighter I own, hands down. I mean, like, come on, that's beautiful, right? And Hourglass just knocked it out of the park this year with their bronzer. I have mine in the Radiant Bronze Light. A lot of people have Luminous Bronze Light because this one is supposed to be the darker one. When these first came out, I was like, ooh, I don't know if that luminous one is going to show up on my skin because they weren't available at Sephora yet. I had to purchase it online. And so I went with the darker one, and I'm glad I did. I mean, it's not too dark, it's not too orange, it's not too muddy. I feel like these caught on very slowly. I mean, like at first people were like, ew, no, it's orange. And right off the bat, I was like, I love this thing. But then like now slowly people are starting to get more into it and realize that it's really not orange. You just have to kind of be careful with, you know, not using too much, but I do feel like this is just a beautiful color. On me personally, it's not orange. On me, it just gives a nice, beautiful brown glow. If you know Hourglass products and like their ambient lighting powders and all of that, you know that it's a very subtle glow. It's not like a Becca highlight glow. It's very, very subtle, and I absolutely love this bronzer. This is like one of those bronzers that I use on the daily. Okay, and an eyeliner, and I'm not sure I've even talked about this very much on my channel, but I thought that I would throw it in here anyways. This is the Inglot Gel Liner. Now, a lot of people talk about the matte gel liner. I believe it's number 77. But this is actually the brown one. It's a dark brown. It's in the color 90. It's extremely, extremely dark. You can see that I've kind of like gone ham on it. But I use this with my Bobbi Brown Ultrafine Eyeliner brush. And these together are just like a match made in heaven. I just use like the skinny side of the eyeliner brush, dip it in here, and then just go to town. I don't generally do a winged eyeliner. I just don't think it's very flattering on my eyes for the most part. But if you just want like a straight line that maybe gets a little bit, it's thicker at the end and then goes a little bit skinnier in the down the corner of the eye, then I would 100% recommend these two together. This eyeliner, it's very brown, but it's very dark brown, but it's not black, so it's not harsh on my more like light to medium skin with light eyes, like black can be at times. And I just absolutely think that this is amazing. It lasts all day. It's very matte, but at the end of the day, it's not super difficult to get off, so love this. I have a perfume here, and this I actually got in the VIB sale haul. I'm really trying to focus on things that I purchased even like much earlier in the year. This is one of the things that I purchased later, but I love it. I mean, like it's the YSL Black Opium. I bought the rollerball because I was telling myself, like, Katie, you have all of these perfumes back here in the full-size bottles, and you've had them for years and you don't finish them. I mean, I do eventually finish them, but it just takes forever. And so I wanted, if I was going to try out a new perfume, I wanted to go with the rollerball just so I could make sure that it was worth buying the full size, because it's not cheap. I think the full size is like $115. But as you can see, I'm already like over halfway done with this. So I think I like it. Yeah. This, I described it in my VIB sale haul video, but it's a sweet scent without being immature. It's not like a teeny bopper sweet scent. It's got like a little bit of coffee. It's got a little bit of vanilla, sweetness to it, and it lasts a really long time on me. I remember when I was in Denver a few weeks ago with my boyfriend Ricky, and he was like, you smell really good. And it was like 9 o'clock at night. I'm like, really? What do I smell like? Like testing him, you know? I'm like, do I smell like the coffee that I just had? Or, you know, like, what is it? And he's like, no, it smells right. And he was like smelling my chest, and I was like, huh. I'm like, what does that smell like? He's like, it's like sweet. I'm like, holy hell, like I put this on at probably like 8 or 9 a.m. and it was still on at 9 o'clock at night. Like he could smell it. So that was like amazing. And a MAC product that I have here. Now, you guys know that for the better part of the year, I had eyelash extensions. I had just took them off to give my eyes a little bit of my lashes, a little bit of a break. But all year I was still using mascara on my lower lashes. And this is the best lower lash mascara ever. This is the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. It doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge, and it really does lengthen those lower lashes, so it really makes your eyes look very much awake. On my top lashes, I'm all about volume and making them look thick, and like I have a million eyelashes on my eye, but for the lower lashes, I think I just spit on the lens. Oh my god. Did I? God, maybe not. Maybe just on the side of the camera. Okay, so, but on my lower lashes, I really like them to be long. So this is where it's at. Eyeliner, another eyeliner. I have 2 eyeliners. This is more of a pencil eyeliner. As you can see, it's very loved. This is the Ardency In Modster Supercharged eyeliner. I believe this is in the color bronze or gold. It says that it's waterproof, and I do believe it because it stays forever. I use this on like my lower lash line, like just on the outer corners, just to kind of define them and give a little bit of sparkle, because this one does have like a shimmer in it. But they also have a black one that came in a kit that I bought that is amazing. If you put that on your waterline, it stays, and it's very, very black. It's very matte, and I love these eyeliners. These are the bee's knees when it comes to eyeliners. I really had high hopes for the Marc Jacobs gel eyeliners, but I just wasn't impressed with those whatsoever. These are amazing. Ah. Okay, this is something that I had purchased, another thing that I had purchased, I don't know, a long time ago, but I felt like it deserved a repeat because it is just that amazing. Bam! This is the Kirkland Lingerie Depot Invisible Skin Fusion Foundation. If you have not tried this, you don't know foundation. And I say that like with utter confidence because I did not know foundation and like what it could do until I met this baby. Like, we are in a full, like, we might as well get married because it is a committed relationship. I will use other foundations just because this one is expensive, but like if I really want my skin to look like on point, I will use this because if you have perfect skin, like no wrinkles, very small pores, like tight pores, then this isn't really going to like wow you that much because you already have great skin. But if you have wrinkles, if you have large pores, this is just amazing. I mean, it really does blur your skin. I mean, you will not see your large pores, you will not see your wrinkles. It just looks so good. I use a regular brush to apply this, something like this. This is the It Cosmetics Velvet Luxe LBD Foundation Brush. It's the number 203 302. I just use something like this to apply it and just like kind of buff it into the skin. You don't need a lot. It's not matte, it's not dewy, it's like a satin finish, but it just like, it glows on your skin. I cannot emphasize that enough. Your skin just looks beautiful. It's not like one of those foundations where people will be like, your foundation looks good. People will say your skin looks good. And so for me personally, I mean, for the most part, sometimes I just want to look like I have bomb makeup on, but for the most part, like on a day-to-day basis, I just want to look like naturally pretty, like I have nice skin, and this really does it for me. So, okay, and this is something that I also purchased this year during the VIB sale, I believe, and in that video, I said specifically, I was like, I've never heard anybody talk about this, and I really hadn't, but apparently it's like something that's very well known, and I'm just like out of the loop, I guess. This is the Embryolisse La Cream Concentrate. I'm trying to say it like a real French person would, and probably miserably failed, so if you speak French fluently, please don't rip me apart, but this is, this is amazing. I mean, you can be using like the shittiest foundation ever, but if you use this as your moisturizer slash primer before you put on that foundation just goes on very smooth, and your skin, again, your skin looks great. It is apparently like a celebrity favorite or like a real makeup artist favorite, and this one says like edition gold, so I'm thinking that it may just be the packaging that's limited edition, but it's the same thing. I bought mine at Sephora, again, like I said, and it's just, oh my gosh, it just comes out like, I don't know, can you see that? Boop. It's just a white cream, but it blends really easily into the skin, and again, it doesn't leave your skin feeling greasy, which is huge for me because I do have oily skin. It just really quickly like seeps into your skin and makes foundation application like really easy. I'm trying to think, how long has this been? How long have I been yapping? Probably a pretty long time. Now I'm gonna go into a little bit of skincare, and then I will come back to makeup. First off, this has, I do think that this has a lot with the change in my skin that I've seen this year. I am still very, very oily, but it's nowhere near like the grease ball effect that I've had in previous years. Maybe it's just me getting older and my skin finally like drying out a little bit, or maybe it's just that I'm using products that are really like aligned for my skin type. I had started using a Retin-A probably last year, and I was using this one. This is the Refisa. I'm not sure how you say that. Can you see? No, the lighting is drowning out the packaging, but it's the, I think it's Refisa, which is basically, it's just like a tretinoid cream, like a retinoid, a Retin-A, but it's meant to be like a moisturizer as well. It's a little bit more moisturizing than your typical Retin-A, because it, as you know, like Retin-A will really dry out your skin. And so I was not really happy with that. I just didn't think that it was really doing much for me, which is crazy because that has like great reviews and a lot of people really, really love that. So I ended up trying this one. This is the Skin Medica Retinol Complex, and it's 1.0. It's definitely stronger than the Refisa, at least the Refisa that I have, which I think is good for me because I have such oily skin and it's not dry at all. Like I need something that's really going to like penetrate my skin, and, you know, give me the results that I was looking for. So this is, I'll just read the back. It's an exclusive retinol formula with an antioxidant complex enhancing skin texture and minimizing irritation. So you have to be consistent with this, but I do think that if you are consistent with it, you will see a change in your skin like I did. I would use this every single night. Like there were some nights where I would just be laying in bed like, oh, I don't want to wash my face and do all of that, but I would drag my little butt out of bed and go wash my face and do my skincare routine because I was seeing a difference in my skin. And once you start to see, it's like when you go to the gym, like once you start to see results, that's enough motivation to keep going. Once I started seeing results in my skin by using my skincare routine, it was enough motivation for me to get my butt out of bed and wash my face and do it all. So I think that this was like the main factor in the change in my skin. And it really did help with skin texture. I didn't feel like my pores were quite so enlarged. I felt like not only did the texture, like did it feel smoother on my skin, but I saw a lot less like sunspots and, you know, the damage from last summer and all of that kind of stuff on my skin. So I didn't feel like I needed all of the foundation, like the super, super thick foundation and all that stuff, because my skin underneath all of that makeup looked pretty good. And again, I think it was all due to this guy. So if I had to pick one skincare like serum product that I had to like hands down could not live without, especially like in 2015, I would say that it was this. This is so simple to buy. These are from Costco. I love Costco. I mean, like, Costco is my jam. I'm there every Sunday with the crowds and all the moms and their huge carts dragging along their 5 children. That is me on Sundays, like, without, you know, the 5 children. I mean, obviously. But I love going there. They always have new stuff. Their stuff is always good. And these are no exception. These are the Kirkland brand Daily Facial Towelettes. They're for all skin types. They're paraben free. You get like a huge box of them. I mean, obviously it's Costco. It's like, you know, gluttony to it at its finest. I'll use one because I'm going to do swatches here in a second, but they're big. I mean, sometimes like the last time I bought, some from Target, I was like, it was probably half this size. Like, it's big, and I'm going to say it. If you don't like that M word, I'm going to say it, so cover your ears. It's very moist. They're like really wet, so they don't feel dry on your skin at all when you're taking off your makeup. These are just like the best for swatches, obviously for taking off your makeup at night. They're very, very soft as well. Like, you don't feel like you're like shredding your skin when you're taking off your makeup. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut off the video right now, and then I will go ahead and start filming part 2. So stay tuned.